If you stood on the observation deck of the Burj Khalifa and looked down at the glittering city of Dubai, you would see what millions of people see every day. Ultra-luxury skyscrapers, 7-star hotels, massive shopping malls, and supercars cruising down 8-lane highways. And if someone asked you how this desert metropolis built all of this, your brain would instantly jump to one word: oil. But here is the massive economic plot twist that almost nobody talks about. If you wiped out every single drop of oil in Dubai tomorrow morning, the city's export economy wouldn't collapse. In fact, oil makes up less than 1% of Dubai's local GDP today. The United Arab Emirates recently crossed a staggering landmark in non-oil foreign trade, topping 3.8 trillion dirhams, that is over $1 trillion US. Non-oil direct exports surged past $220 billion, while re-exports generated another $226 billion. So that brings us to a fascinating, mind-bending question. What on earth is Dubai actually exporting to the rest of the world to generate these astronomical numbers? When you dig into global trade movement, you uncover an incredible economic illusion. You see, when a country exports something, we usually picture factories manufacturing goods from scratch, like Germany building luxury cars or Taiwan printing semiconductor chips. But Dubai took a completely different path. Instead of trying to invent brand new products from scratch, Dubai turned itself into the ultimate middleman of human civilization. It perfected a business model known in global economics as re-exporting. They buy massive volumes of high-value goods from one corner of the planet, bring them into specialized duty-free zones, refine them, repackage them, add massive value, and then ship them right back out to almost 200 different countries. Welcome to Zepnew. Let's see what Dubai exports to the world. Let's start with the absolute titan of Dubai's export market, a metal that has fascinated humanity for thousands of years: gold. Unwrought gold and precious metals account for an astonishing $58.7 billion in export value annually, making it the single largest non-oil export product leaving the Emirates. Overall physical gold trading flowing through Dubai recently smashed past 700 billion dirhams. But here is the mystery: there are no gold mines in the deserts of Dubai. Not a single one. So how does a city with zero gold under its sand become one of the most powerful physical gold trading hubs on earth? It comes down to a strategy of sheer geographic and regulatory genius. Deep inside Dubai's industrial zone sit some of the most advanced precious metal refineries in the world. Raw, unrefined gold arrives on flights every single day from mining regions across Africa, South America, and Asia. In Dubai, this raw gold is melted down, purified to 99.99% standard, and poured into stamped bullion bars or crafted into fine jewelry. From there, giant cargo planes carry it out to massive buyer markets like India, Switzerland, and East Asia. Dubai isn't selling its own natural resources. It is selling its world-class trust, speed, security, and refining infrastructure. They took a raw material they didn't own and turned it into a $58 billion export engine. And gold is only half of the story when it comes to precious items. Right alongside it are unmounted diamonds. Total diamond trade through the Dubai Multi-Commodities Center recently reached a record-breaking $41.7 billion, with direct exports accounting for nearly $8 billion annually. Diamonds arrive rough from mines in Africa or Russia, get traded, sorted, valued, and then get exported straight to cutting centers in Surat, India, or consumer markets in Antwerp and New York. Once again, zero diamond mines, yet Dubai controls the flow of the global gemstone trade. Now, if you think Dubai's exports are strictly restricted to trading precious shiny things, prepare to be completely surprised, because if you travel just 40 kilometers outside the glitzy downtown area into the industrial zone of Jebel Ali, you'll find something that completely breaks the middleman pattern. Dubai actually manufactures and exports millions of tons of heavy metal, specifically aluminum. Emirates Global Aluminium makes the UAE one of the largest producers of premium aluminum on the planet, generating over $8.2 billion in raw aluminum and alloy exports every single year. But why aluminum? Making aluminum requires an unbelievable amount of electricity. Decades ago, Dubai's leaders realized they had massive amounts of natural gas that was simply being flared off or underutilized. Instead of wasting that energy, they used it to power massive industrial smelters, turning raw bauxite or imported from places like Guinea into high-grade, lightweight aluminum. Today, if you drive a luxury European car, fly on a modern commercial airplane, or drink out of a soda can anywhere in North America or Asia, there is a very high chance the aluminum housing it was melted and molded in the desert of Dubai. That brings us to another massive pillar of Dubai's trade machine: technology, electronics, and consumer machinery. In the electronic equipment category alone, exports and re-exports generate over $34 billion annually, with additional computer hardware and machinery contributing over $4 billion. But wait, Apple doesn't build iPhones in Dubai, and Samsung doesn't manufacture microchips in the desert. So how does Dubai export tens of billions of dollars of tech? This is where the magic of Jebel Ali Free Zone and Dubai's mega airport infrastructure comes into play. Electronics leave mega factories in China, Vietnam, and South Korea by the shipload, but landing those ships at dozens of individual ports across Africa, the Middle East, and Central Asia is slow, expensive, and logistically painful for tech giants. So, they ship everything in bulk straight to Dubai. Inside Dubai's massive automated warehouses, these electronics are sorted, cleared, custom packaged, and redistributed within hours to over 2 billion consumers living within a 4-hour flight radius. Dubai acts as the central nervous system for tech distribution across half the developing world. The exact same model powers another massive export category: automobiles and transport equipment. Automotive re-exports leaving Dubai's logistics corridors cross $18 billion annually, despite having no domestic mass-market car manufacturer. Cars built in Japan, Germany, or the United States land in Dubai's tax-free ports. They are modified for extreme heat environments, retrofitted with specialized accessories, or simply routed to markets across East Africa and Central Asia where direct shipping routes don't exist. Dubai buys the world's transport, optimizes it, and exports it where it's needed most. Even when you look at petroleum products, there is a major twist. While neighbor Emirates like Abu Dhabi hold the vast majority of crude oil reserves, Dubai has shifted its energy focus toward downstream refined petroleum products, which bring in over $46 billion in export earnings. Instead of just shipping raw unrefined oil out of the ground, Dubai exports high-value refined fuels, aviation turbine fuel for international airlines, specialized marine lubricants for global shipping fleets, and industrial diesel. Right next to that, petrochemical downstream products like plastics and synthetic polymers generate another $7.6 billion in exports. They take raw energy inputs, process them to strict international specifications, and export the finished, functional output at a far higher profit margin. And the list doesn't stop with metals, tech, and fuel. If you walk through supermarket aisles across the Middle East, North Africa, and parts of South Asia, you will find packaged food products, dairy, chocolates, beverages, and specialty halal goods all stamped with "Made in UAE" or exported out of Dubai. Add in booming consumer manufacturing sectors like cosmetics and luxury perfumes, which generate over $7 billion annually, alongside pharmaceuticals and medical equipment, and you start to see a picture that looks nothing like a typical oil state. When you step back and connect all these dots, from the $58 billion in gold to the $8 billion in aluminum, the $34 billion in electronics, and the tens of billions in refined fuels and machinery, you realize something profound about how modern global economics works. Dubai noticed a massive problem in global trade decades ago. The world was full of places that produced things, and full of places that consumed things, but the distance, logistics, taxes, and friction between them was chaotic. Dubai didn't try to compete with China's factories or America's software giants. Instead, it spent hundreds of billions of dollars building the most efficient physical, legal, and financial bridge between the East and the West. So when you ask what Dubai exports to the world, the real answer isn't just gold, aluminum, refined fuel, or electronics. Dubai's ultimate export, the product that built the skyline and secured its economic future, is connectivity. It packaged speed, security, and global trade logistics into a single location, proving to the world that you don't need natural resources under your feet to build a trillion-dollar trade empire, as long as you make yourself indispensable to everyone else's. I hope you liked the video. Make sure to share and comment on this video. Let's see you in next interesting video. If you have not subscribed till now, subscribe our channel.